Who's taking the UFC Atlanta main event? Will it be Kamaru Usman or Joaquin Buckley? See who fighters are picking in the latest edition of MMA Pros Pick.
It's hard to pick against Kamaru Usman. I mean, you look, people say like, oh, he's on a 3-fight skid, but it's like the second Leon fight, I should say, was in the driver's seat up until the kick, the headshot dead kick. The third fight, was very close. And then he goes up on short notice and almost beats Khamzat Chimaev. So it's like, to just count Usman out because of his last 3 fights would be very foolish. But, dude, he's going against a guy in Joaquin Buckley that is so hungry. Like, it just, the difference maker is going to be, like, how hungry is Kamaru Usman? Because you got a guy in Joaquin Buckley who's training like a madman, who's hungry to get to the top. I think it's going to be a very close fight. I think I got to go with Buckley on this one.
Yeah, I got Kamaru winning that one, of course. Kamaru, he's on a little bit of a skid right now, but at the same time, Kamaru's just one of those guys that's just been fighting at the top for so long. And when that happens, like, you start to lose a little bit.
Got to go with Buckley right now. Buckley's on the hot streak. He's looked great. Kamaru, we don't know. It's been a long layoff, lots of injuries. Age is always a factor. I think Kamaru is a fantastic fighter, very talented, one of the best to have done it. But I think, Buckley's on the way up, so I think I would go with Buckley.
Buckley has just been on the rise, looking so good in welterweight. And Usman, as good as he is, I feel like his prime is over, and I think it might be time for Buckley to step up and I think maybe he's gonna win the fight.
I think Usman. If Buckley comes out super aggressive and like pushes the pace, he's gonna challenge Usman's like age and health. But Usman's a better fighter and a much smarter fighter, much more seasoned. So I think he will have. I'd put my money on Usman.
My prediction is Kamaru Usman.
I'm gonna go with my African brother, man. I'm gonna go with Kamaru Usman. I just feel like he's way more like experienced, like with the wrestling and the striking. Just how composed he is, man. Like I kind of like got some of my game from watching Kamaru Usman, So I think Kamaru Usman is gonna pull it off.
Oh, that's a good fight, man. I'm gonna go with the up and coming Buckley. I think he's got it right now, and I think he's gonna continue to ride the wave.
I'm gonna go Buckley. Yeah, he's been doing so good since he's because he was at 85, right, and he dropped down. I'm leaning towards Buckley on that one. He's really explosive, and I mean he's just fun to watch. But you can't ever count next champ out, but definitely leaning towards Buckley.
I think Joaquin will take that one.
I'm gonna go with Buckley. His momentum very good, and I like him. I like his style, and I think he has all the tools to beat Usman. So I'm gonna go with Buckley.
Man, yeah, I gotta go Joaquin Buckley, honestly, man, because now I got this personal connection with him, and I actually do feel like he's in his prime. Kamaru is definitely older, and I don't think in his prime anymore. And it just seems likely that it's time for Buckley to be making statements and progressing through.
I'm gonna go with Buckley. Yeah, he's on the come up. So,
man, it's sad to say, but I think Joaquin Buckley pulls it out, man. It's just, man, because I like Usman so much. But I think Joaquin Buckley's trajectory right now is going here, and Usman is kind of, he's past his prime a little bit. So I think Joaquin.
I got Buckley. He's on the rise. He's hungry. He's right at that tipping point, right in title contention. He's about to make some serious noise, I feel like. And Kamaru's always a skilled opponent. That's a legend. That's a legend right there within the welterweight division. But I've got Buckley, man. I've got Buckley. I feel like he just has a certain energy about him right now, and he's just ready to make his claim for that world title spot.
That one's interesting. I'm gonna give it to Buckley.
I love Kamaru. I think he's a great fighter. He's an absolute legend of the sport. But I feel like Joaquin Buckley's on a roll. He's on an absolute tear, and he's just going from strength to strength, one fight from another, and he seems to be improving on his performances. So I think Joaquin Buckley might take that fight, especially because he's young, he's hungry, he's explosive, and after a bit of a layoff since the Hamzat fight, I think it'll be hard for Usman to just jump straight back in against an explosive guy like Buckley.